Michael here with another huge week in LEGO news with epic reveals from Disney, Star Wars, Super Mario, Speed Champions, and so much more. New Minecraft minifigure and lots of LEGO Store exclusives. And is LEGO ruining collectible minifigures? And I'll kick off another round of the weekly giveaway. Just subscribe and leave a comment about this week's news. And of course, I'm back with LEGO deals from Amazon and across the web. So if you want to pick anything up to support the channel, there's links in the description below. First up over at Zavvi, they've got a ton of sets for 20% off plus free shipping with code LEGO20. So be sure to check out the full selection. And surprisingly, over at Macy's, they've got a ton of sets 15% off, including some new ones. So be sure to check that out too. Next over at Target, they've got the LEGO Minifigures Series 23 6-pack for 15% off. Over at Amazon for Monkey Kid, they've got Monkey Kid's Team Secret HQ and Pigsy's Noodle Tank for 15% off. Plus the legendary Flower Fruit Mountain for 12% off. From LEGO Classic, they've got the large creative brick box for 28% off. And from LEGO Star Wars, you can get 2 versions of the Millennium Falcon for 20% off. And over at LEGO, the Loop Coaster and the rest of the July releases are now available. So if you want to pick up any of these deals and more and support the channel, there's links in the description below. Next up, thanks to Hoth Bricks, it turns out the collectible minifigure series are moving to cardboard packaging. While the recently revealed Series 23 will be coming out in September in the traditional style packaging, sometime in 2023, the days of feeling to find your minifigure will be over. Back in October, LEGO surveyed to gauge interest in this idea, but it's something they've been testing for quite a while. As the LEGO Video Bandmates Series 1 and 2 figures came in these cardboard-style boxes, which largely frustrated fans. Not to mention, the upcoming series of LEGO Super Mario character packs will also be coming in this cardboard-style packaging. LEGO, of course, is making this change to become more environmentally friendly and get rid of the plastic packaging of their minifigures. And while they considered a paper-based option similar to what they're doing with LEGO sets, it didn't turn out to be durable enough. As a huge LEGO minifigures fan and self-proclaimed expert in finding which minifigures in the package, I'm a little bit saddened by this news, as while we all of course appreciate the environmental impact piece, it will make getting your complete series much more challenging, as I found while collecting Video Bandmates Series 2. And as to whether this impacts the sales of LEGO minifigures in the future, we'll have to wait and see. Next up on Shop at Home, LEGO revealed a ton more sets coming out on August 1st that we have to break down, so let's get started. First up, we've got the Mini Disney Haunted Mansion with 680 pieces retailing for $40. The build for the Haunted Mansion looks really nice and captures the look of the show building from the Disneyland park quite well. And the set of course would look really nice next to the Mini Disney Castle from last year. Looking at the backside of the model, you can see a small interior section. There's a chandelier, balcony, table, and small statue figures. And along the walls, you can see paintings of the hitchhiking ghosts, Madame Leota, and the Gravekeeper. Also included is an exclusive minifigure of the Butler with a great face print, torso print, and I love the fabric piece. And as a huge Disney Parks fan, this is a must-have for me. Next up from LEGO Super Mario, there's Big Bad Island with 354 pieces for $45. And as the name implies, this level features some unique large-scale versions of classic characters, just like the level it's based on from Super Mario 3. The build includes a grassy section with the Goombas, this castle-themed section with Iggy, and this final section with all the bricks with the Big Koopa. But of course, the characters are the real standout. Included with this set is the Koopaling Iggy with that great hair build and those great prints. Next, we've got an awesome build for the Big Koopa using Bowser's shell and all new prints, plus this perfect build for the Big Goomba and a normal small one. And you can actually pre-order this set right now, so if you want to pick it up and support the channel, there's a link in the description below. Next from Star Wars, we got the 4 Plus AT-ST with 87 pieces retailing for $30. While certainly not the most advanced build, I think this captures the scene quite well. The AT-ST is posable and has a nice look with those printed pieces on the legs. And the speeder bike certainly gets the job done. And I also like the look of the tree section for the Ewok Village with its catapult. Not to mention the figures are awesome with the AT-ST driver, Scout Trooper, and a new Wicket. Next up, coming out of LEGOCon, they held a vote for the next Minecraft figure. And out of the Crystal Knight, Classic Knight, and Prismarine Knight, the Crystal Knight was crowned the winner. The design for the Crystal Knight looks really good, and I can't wait to see what set they come in. Next up, LEGO finally posted to Shop at Home the Speed Champions Aston Martin DB5 and Fast and the Furious 1970 Dodge Charger RT. And surprisingly, both are listed at $20. The shaping for the Aston Martin was expertly captured, especially thanks to some newer pieces for the headlights and that rear windshield. There's some awesome prints, a silver bumper, and interchangeable license plates, plus a great print on the new taillight piece. And of course, the minifigure of the Daniel Craig version of James Bond looks spot on. The Dodge Charger at this scale also looks quite nice, especially with the shaping at the front and how it leans forward. And I love the souped up engine and the detail around the back. Plus on the inside, we can see some of the enhancements. And while straightforward, the Dom Toretto minifigure looks great. The LEGO designer said if these sell well, we may see more famous cars, so keeping my fingers crossed for that. Next up, LEGO's also releasing a new version of the LEGO brand store with 541 pieces retailing for $37. I personally love getting LEGO sets based on the store, and it's a great successor to the previous LEGO store build we got. The design for the store looks both colorful and clean. At the front, there's some small planters, the front door, and the iconic LEGO brick. And at the side, we can see this silly photo op. On the upper floor, there's a great design on the side, plus the LEGO logo and builds for the train and castle. The build folds open for the full interior, and there's even a ladder to get upstairs. Inside, there's the pick-a-brick wall and build-a-minifigure station. Tons of boxed LEGO sets which recreate real sets, and the cash register section to check out. And this one also feels like a must-have for me. Next up, we've got the Paris postcard with 213 pieces retailing for $15. The build for this set is unique as it creates a postcard design in a more three-dimensional way, depicting Paris's iconic landmarks, such as the Arc de Triomphe and the Eiffel Tower. And hidden on the back of the box is the next postcard, which is of London, which features icons like Big Ben, Piccadilly Circus, the large Ferris wheel, and a London bus. Next up, LEGO also revealed the Halloween cat and mouse with 328 pieces, retailing for $15. The build features a Halloween scene in fall colors, with builds for a large black cat, as well as a small gray mouse sitting on top of a jack-o'-lantern. The builds look really cute, and it's a bit more unique than the other ones we've gotten this year. And hidden on the back of this box is also the Christmas set featuring two polar bears, which look really cute with the sled and the Christmas tree. Next up, LEGO revealed two more BrickHeads coming for the Pets line, each retailing for $15. First up, we've got the Koi Fish and Fry, and they look super stunning with all of the translucent pieces. And they each feature fun builds for the mouth and printed pieces on the side. The Poodle and Puppy feature great builds for all the fur, and I really like the snout build, not to mention that awesome lamppost. And while the BrickHeads line isn't for everyone, I think these two definitely stand out, and I'll be picking them up. Next from LEGO Dots, today they revealed the first ever licensed Mickey and Friends collection. First up, we've got the Mickey and Minnie Back to School Project Box with 669 pieces, retailing for $45. And they packed a lot into this set. There's a cute set of Mickey-themed drawers, this awesome picture frame, a customizable note holder with iPrint, two bag tags with more awesome prints, and an adhesive patch with even more prints. Next, we've got the Mickey and Friends Bracelets Mega Pack with 349 pieces, retailing for $35. This set comes with 5 customizable bracelets and tons of pieces. The bracelets feature great colors, but even better prints with all of your favorite characters. And finally, there's the Stitch-On patch with 95 pieces, retailing for $6. This set comes with a patch you can sew on, plus tons of pieces, including these amazing Mickey and Minnie prints. And I wonder who the next LEGO Dots collab will be with. This week, LEGO also posted the final designs for the Bricklink Designer Program sets from round 2. And while the crowdfunding for these are over, let's look at the final designs. First up, we've got the modular LEGO store, which is the one I backed. The final design for the store came out super clean, and I especially love the large glass windows, the LEGO logo at the top, and the gears. Out front, we've got some large LEGO bricks, some displays inside the store, and at the back, the large pick-a-brick wall. And around back, there's even more detail, like the stock room and even a bike rack. Next up, we've got Mountain Windmill. This asymmetric medieval build looks really exceptional, with the large windmill, that great house section perched up on the unique rocky structure. And around back, we can see all the rooms for play inside with ladders to get between the levels. Next up, we've got the retro bowling alley. The build for the bowling alley may be low in profile, but it's high in detail with all of the retro stylings. And on the interior, we can see the lanes as well as the kitchen and a little arcade. Next up, we've got the Venetian houses. The houses have a nice picturesque design, and I love the water running through the entire model. The build splits into 2 sections which can be rearranged to create even more layouts. Finally, we've got the Clockwork Aquarium. The aquarium cabinet turned out really nice, and I love all the detailed scenes which can be customized in a 4-in-1 style way to depict different ones. And it's cool how the crank on the right rotates all the elements inside. It's always great to see these not selected LEGO ideas get a second chance, and I can't wait to get my set in the mail soon. And speaking of LEGO ideas, there were 5 more projects hit 10,000 supporters on the platform this week, so let's break them down. First up, we've got Terraria. The build features an almost cross-section-like design featuring all of the landscape and cavernous sections from the video game Terraria. There's a house with multiple floors, a small pond and cave, and inside there's all sorts of pots, ore veins, and a life crystal. And I'm curious if this will be too similar to Minecraft. Next, we've got Red London Telephone Box. This one, of course, aims to recreate that classic British icon that can be found all across the country. The design was captured quite well, and at this large scale, they could really pack in a lot of interesting detail. On the whole, I think this makes an interesting set and display piece, though I wonder if in the end it would be scaled down. Next up, we've got Witch House, which was designed to help rehabilitate the image of witches. The build for this medieval style structure is super unique with all of its interesting angles and amazing brickwork, and all of the great foliage design really helps it pop. Around back, there's even more interior detail, and I think this one would make such a cool set, though I always wonder if it would get approved because of the medieval blacksmith. Next up, we've got the old train engine shed, which is meant to recreate the railroad era from the late 50s in Central Europe. The build is packed with historical trains, not to mention just tons of great detailing work, be it all of the areas outside or of course the detailed interior. I think this would make a really cool display piece, but while lots of train projects hit 10,000 supporters, they don't seem to make it through. Next up, we've got the Great Wave off Kanagawa, which is meant to create a 3D representation of a classic woodblock print art piece. The designer used a lot of interesting techniques to create the texture of the water with all of its unique angles and the frothing effect. This could make an interesting set with LEGO's commitment to more art projects, but with the LEGO Ideas Starry Night just recently released, I'm curious to see how this one would do, but as always, we'll have to wait and see. So there you have it, another fun week in LEGO news with a lot of fun surprise reveals for August sets. I'm really excited for those new Speed Champion sets from 007 and Fast and the Furious. Not to mention that small haunted mansion and the LEGO store build look fun. And this is all on top of all the other August sets that have already been revealed. build, so I've got to start saving. Be sure to leave this video a thumbs up down below if you're as excited as me, and don't forget to subscribe because I'll be back next week with even more LEGO news. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about all the stories? And which one are you most excited about? And now we've got this week's giveaway winner. Congratulations! And be sure to email me from the About page on my channel so we can coordinate about the prize. And if you want to enter this week's round, just leave me a comment about this week's news. You must be a subscriber to win. And definitely turn on notifications to find out when my next video is posted, because I'll be announcing the winners at the end of some of the videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one! Hey, Michael here. Click to watch last episode featuring the UCS Razor Crest, Black Panther 2, Batman Series 23, and more. And don't forget to subscribe.